Which one?
Live.
Live chat?
Yeah. Hey, everybody.
All right, we got it.
We got it.
Live.
No, Corey.
2 minutes late.
You do not need to join to get the live stream.
No, you're here, and we are here.
And we're happy to see you.
Yes, welcome to Palette Knives Out. I'm Jenny.
I'm Paul.
And Paul's going to guide us through his new painting tonight called Twilight Mountain. We were super creative with that name, but
yeah.
I mean, when you've named like 10,000 paintings over the past 15 years.
I have named 10,000 paintings.
It's like, I mean, it could be
so
Blue Mountain.
your last painting was inspired by a movie, and I said mine was inspired by the Pacific Northwest, but not necessarily.
Actually, here, let's show.
Not necessarily a famous movie that was painted in the Pacific Northwest.
This one.
Oh, that was mine.
This is your version of mine, yeah. So this was inspired by a movie, yes.
But it could be inspired by Twilight.
Sure.
I mean,
just put Bella and
you could make it sparkle.
Edward on there. Little jealous Jacob hiding in the corner.
Little jealous Jacob with a heat signature in the woods. Let's see here.
So let's go ahead and zoom in. I think I got this right. This one, right? Ooh.
Yep, that's it.
Why is there no picture?
Oh, probably because the camera's not on.
Okay, we're coming back so you can look at Paul's torso.
Don't need the wide camera for that anymore.
Yeah, we do have to have the camera on up there in order to show the painting. Got it on?
Should be.
It should be. Ooh, there we go. Probably need to zoom a little.
Where's the remote? That's what you knocked off the counter.
Okay.
Boy, you were bound and determined to break that thing.
Yes, I was pouring paint on the palettes, and one of the paint bottles hit the zoomer. It allows us to zoom in closer on the painting, but now you can see all our mess.
Yeah, you can see.
Embarrassing.
It is kind of embarrassing.
Here we go. Twilight Mountain.
Twilight Mountain.
Do you do Aurora Borealis ever? You know what? Let's see. Have we done Aurora Borealis on this channel?
We have not.
Well, there we go. I can file that away because I'm always looking for ideas because we've done so many different paintings. And I love painting the Aurora Borealis.
We've got this wonderful remote for our camera. And last week, Jenny got paint all over it.
I'm just decorating it.
And then tonight, she chucked it on the floor. So, just joking. She didn't chuck it. Luckily, it sounded like it hit a bunch of cables on the way down, so it didn't hit the hard concrete floor.
Well, apparently it still works.
Yeah, it still works. All right. So this is Twilight Mountain, and our camera is doing its weird little zoom thing. So let me...
Yeah, how does it look for you guys? Does the picture look okay?
Yeah.
Where do I go here?
What are you trying to do?
Trying to see the number. There we go. That's what I'm used to having it on. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead and you can do your...
So this painting was inspired by... kind of by Jenny's painting a little bit. And then also just hanging out and painting while Jenny was teaching in-person class. I can see I did not paint the bottom edge. I think I was working on an easel, and the easels always make it kind of hard to get that bottom edge.
They do.
And what else? Anything else we need to think about? No. Have a good time, everybody.
Yeah. Thanks. Marlene, I'm glad to hear it looks good. Hopefully you're doing good as well.
Yeah. So with that said, and much ado.
Did you mention your colors?
Yeah, let's talk about our colors. So the colors we use on this painting tonight are really pretty simple. We are using black and white, turquoise. We're using deep yellow and phthalo blue. And as we say before...
This is the brand we're using.
This is the brand we use.
Split acrylics, student acrylics. They're really affordable. And
it's a good way to get started. I think when you start getting a little bit more serious about wanting to push yourself a little further, probably upgrading a little bit is not a bad idea into like golden or Liquitex or something. Or even the higher end Blick is fine. But this is a good paint. We've been using it for years. It's teachable. Really, it's very teachable. It's very user friendly. And you're going to find no matter what brand and quality you use, there's going to be pros and cons. So anyway, so this painting is something that I did while Jenny was teaching a live in-person event, and I had a lot of fun painting it. And I think it was the day after we did Forest Bubbles.
Could be.
Could be. Anyway, so let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start off with our biggest brush. And I think we're probably going to want to use a little bit more white than we have on our palette eventually.
Okay.
So what we're going to start doing is we're going to start laying out our sky first. And the way I did that is I took my big brush and a little bit of blue, and I add a little bit of turquoise to it. A little bit more blue. This blue, the phthalo blue is really dark, and it has this element to it, though, that it acts like it just kind of wants to push around on the canvas.
What a bully.
Yeah, no, it's the one that's been bullied because it just likes to get pushed around. So the turquoise helps it to be a little bit more opaque. So what we're going to start off with, and this is kind of, you guys have been seeing me do this more and more lately, is we're going to start off by just kind of creating some rough shapes for where our sky is going to be. And so in this case, I'm just going to paint some swirls, and I'm thinking about this clouds kind of coming up through the middle here.
I brought your one that you taught the other night in person.
Yeah, we'll show that one a little bit later because we got to move on this. I'm going to add a little bit more blue, a little bit more turquoise. I guess we're going to need more paint than I mixed.
This is such a different way of starting a sky. But you did this with something else recently.
I do this with a lot of my paintings.
Did you do it with the manzanita tree one?
I don't remember. I do remember. I mean, I do this type of... Yeah, I did. Mm-hmm. So the trick on this is we got to kind of move kind of fast because this paint dries fast. So I'm not going to worry about rinsing my brush, and I'm just going to start moving in sections. So what I've kind of laid out is where the edges of our clouds are. And I'm just going to take white now.
And you didn't wash your brush, right?
No, it's okay if there's color. In fact, I feel like the one I did the other night with our friends.
A little too harsh of a channel, maybe?
Yeah, it was a little too white.
It's probably because you were waiting for them to catch up, and so, like, stuff dries.
Yeah, I also think I kind of maybe oversimplified it a bit.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So all of this that we're doing right now, this is just getting started. Like, so don't, I feel like this light's too bright. A little bit. Hold on. Bear with me.
Every live stream, we're like, I feel like this is casting shadows. This is too bright.
Well, this light
is
is really,
oh
yeah, this is way too bright. There we go. Much better, much better. We're getting this dialed in. I made these great little blocks that go under the corners of the canvas.
Yeah, you need a set.
I have another set at work, but I'm actually thinking about refining them and selling them.
Oh, okay. You gonna put the logo on them?
No. Well, maybe.
You should.
Yeah.
Gotta brand everything.
Exactly. So this actually, I feel like here, I'll show you guys the original, or the one I did the other night, and you can see it's really harsh through the middle.
And it's on a really long canvas.
Oh yeah, it's on a.
It has a waterfall.
It's on a 10 by 20, and we added a waterfall because we needed room. But if you look at the original, you can see there's much more of the sky color in the clouds, and so part of the way we were able to do that is letting the sky and the clouds interact with each other a little bit more. So I'm just going to kind of get this. The other thing is I feel like I want to come back and I want to darken the sky up a bit because I feel like the stars don't quite pop as much as I would like them to. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to do the same thing on the left side of the canvas now, where we're going to take our dark color. And I'm not worrying about where water vapor is right now. I'm calling it water vapor because I don't want you guys to think about clouds.
Too late.
I got something. I think it might be little bits of dried paint from the bottom of my water. It's not bugs this time. So I'm going to kind of come down maybe about halfway down the canvas with this blue and turquoise mix. I'm going to go ahead and...
Do you still have your gnat painting out here?
Yeah, I scraped all the gnats off of it. Yeah.
Did we even mention that on here?
No, but I took a picture of it. So we had a little...
I think you should have left them. They were just adding to the art.
No, that was gross.
They wanted to be part of it.
That was disgusting.
No, it's not disgusting. They're just gnats. We cockroaches, yeah.
We paint in our garage, and we had... I do my oil painting in our garage too, and we had an outbreak of fungus gnats, probably because we have
the yard debris bin on here.
Yard debris bin, and among other things, you know, it's a garage. And I had finished. Apparently, the gnats are attracted to oil.
They're attracted to beauty,
and so they were drawn to the oil.
It's like, was it walnut oil?
Yeah,
okay.
Safflower oil.
Okay, yeah.
So they were drawn to the safflower oil I used to thin my oil paint, and I finished this painting, and I love the painting. Actually, can you hand it to me? It's right under your knees.
Which one is it?
It's that one.
This one?
Yeah. No, it's the one next to it. The one right next to the old computer.
Oh, that was loud.
Yeah. So I had finished this painting, and I would only
You might have to zoom out a little bit.
Well, I'll just show corners of it. So I was working on this paint. Yeah, you zoomed out far enough. And I came out the next day, and I'm going to guess there was probably 50 gnats.
No, there was more than that.
Yeah.
I would say closer to 100.
You can still see some remnants of them. There's one there. There's one there.
Greta and I just laughed because we both wanted you to keep it with the gnats.
That was gross. It was so gross. It was so frustrating. Okay, let's zoom back in. But anyway, yeah, it was like I came out to just... But
it's like an outdoor scene, so it works.
I came out to just do some work in the garage, and I looked over at my painting, and it just looked like the worst Alfred Hitchcock thing had ever happened.
Instead of the birds, it was the gnats.
Yeah.
And they really, like, they just flied in and were like absorbed by the oil and the oil paint.
But if you guys were watching some of our live streams back, like, February, January, you would see them land on our canvas.
They'd land on the palette. They'd land in the wine.
They were everywhere. We now have them under control.
Yeah, I haven't seen a single gnat. Knock on wood.
No, I just saw one, but it might not.
Yeah, there's one.
Yeah, it's not the same. I don't know. It's just. I mean, it's just we're in the garage. There's going to be
looking for your oil painting, Paul.
Okay.
Where are all my brothers and sisters?
So. I'm just using, again, I'm letting this blue come through. And we'll come back and we'll add. So I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm a little bit obsessed with clouds. We will keep working on these.
Why don't you marry them?
I don't know. They kind of seem to disappear. They're not emotionally present.
Oh, it's like me.
I wasn't going to say anything. All right. As we work down from this midpoint, I'm just going to blend white in.
It was just like a fogginess behind the mountain.
It's clouds. Good job of ignoring the clouds part.
I was too busy, like, in shock over my great line there.
A great line?
When you said it. When you said it wasn't emotional, they aren't emotionally available.
Yeah.
It was too good. Big old bank of clouds. I kind of want to put pink in the sky.
Go for it. You do you.
Okay, I might do that.
Okay,
It
so
might be too late, but
yeah, actually, you know what? Do we have some?
we always have red. Let's see if it's the right red though. Wait, what's this? Yeah, we do. You
Is
want
that
some?
magenta? Yeah, or phthalo red?
I have magenta. Is that all right?
That's perfect. Because I actually want to use it to richen our sky up a little bit. I'm not going to use it the way Jenny's going to use it, but
How do you know I'm going to use it?
Because I know how I know how you paint. What I'm going to do is I'm going to now. I'm not even going to worry about rinsing my brush. I'm going to mix our phthalo blue. We just added. Is that magenta or phthalo red?
It's magenta.
Either way works.
This is just a Paul threw it in because I mentioned it.
No,
so it's
wait
not
a minute.
on the
Hold
YouTube description.
Hold on.
Of colors.
Hold on. That sounded really derogatory.
Okay, I didn't mean for it to sound derogatory.
I said before that I wanted to darken the sky up.
Okay, I missed that part.
And you were already getting the phthalo red out, and I would rather use it to darken the sky.
You could use like regular red too.
You could use regular red.
Mix it with some.
But I would rather do that than using black. So I just added that little bit of phthalo red. You could use regular red. You probably don't want to use like a orangish red, like a cadmium red.
Yeah, something orangey would not blend in quite good.
It would give you really kind of a greenish tone. But you can see already this is bringing some extra depth. And we might bring a little bit of black into here. But again, we're not worrying about the edges.
I just think this looks like a giant like cosmic gas cloud. Ugh, that just reminded me that I need to do a Star Wars painting.
For this weekend.
May the 4th. Is that this weekend?
Yeah.
No, I think it's a weekday. Let's see.
It might be Monday.
What is May the 4th? Yeah, it's next Monday. Okay, so we'll be back live next Monday for May the 4th be with you. I better make sure I don't have anything going on that day. Wash sheets. That's what I have going on.
Well, we have to walk through the laundry room to get to our
Daniel.
studio.
This is the test of the emergency. Daniel is here broadcasting system. If this is real, Paul or Jenny will actually be able to read this and respond. Yes, we can see you because I made sure to adjust the chat to the live chat.
But we had it adjusted that way last week, too.
And you weren't here. No, he was here, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Cosmic gas cloud sounds like me after having baked beans.
You know, actually, Daniel, it's funny. I keep getting a lot of Instagram reels about people who actually enjoy going to grocery stores and crop dusting. I saw it the other day and I was like, it's not just Daniel. It's not just Daniel. It's a thing.
It's a fetish.
You do you, buddy. You do you.
I have been in that situation where I have been on the receiving end of somebody's crop dust.
You know, since we're going down this road.
Let's get really lewd now.
I've been amazed. I have had no less than 6 times this year alone where I've been at like Ace Hardware in Newburgh or Walgreens and literally been in the aisle next to, we'll call them elderly gentlemen, who just rip it out.
You're going to be one of those too.
No, I mean, and it's literally like, and it's not even subtle. It's just like, and they just are like, they don't say anything. They know I'm there. There's no acknowledgement.
They're like, I've lived long enough. And now I'm just going to let it rip.
And it's like, I'm never wearing Wranglers. They don't control farts. They put so much pressure on your posterior region that it just opens things right up.
Okay, that's going too far. Traveling through Fred Meyer isn't like Dustin Croft's boy.
How did you not be named Dustin?
I think once you reach a certain age, they don't care. I eagerly wait for that day. You might already be there, right? Are you at the don't care phase?
All right. This is out of control for a Monday night. And look, our viewership is going up. It's amazing. All right. I'm going to take a little bit more white. I'm just going to dust it right in here. Daniel's new nickname is going to be like, you've heard of Austin Powers, but have you heard of Dustin Powers? My name is Dustin Powers. Crop Dustin Powers.
The spy who dusted me.
True.
Oh boy, we are like becoming 7th graders tonight.
You know what? That never gets funny unless you get uptight. Okay, so that looks pretty good for right now. I still feel like we might want to darken the sky up just a little bit more.
Daniel says the best trick is to let one out and then go, say, do you smell popcorn?
It's true. It's true.
There's a foul wind on, or was it, what does he say in Lord of the Rings? There's a foul odor on the air. I can't remember. It's a foul something.
Well, the funny thing is, one time when we were in Walgreens and Hayden was with me, we walked out of the store and I was like, did you hear that? And he goes, yeah. It's like he didn't even know we were there.
That was not that long ago.
No. Oh, we're losing people. We're losing people.
Quit talking about farts.
All right. So we're going to lay out our mountain real quick. We're having fun, though. That's what we're here for. We're not here to be like all like...
We're not uptight artists.
No. No. All right. I'm going to mix up. I'm going to keep using a little bit of that phthalo red. So if you guys have it, great. If you don't, I'm sorry. We could actually change our video description afterwards since there's only like, you know, not that many people that paint along live with us. All right. So for the mountain, I don't want this mountain to be really big. I don't, you know, you want mountains to feel impressive and large, but you don't want them to dominate the canvas so much that they feel like, sometimes you do that, they feel small. Have you noticed that?
You can paint Mount Doom if you want to.
You're not even listening to what I'm talking about. So I like to start, we're doing kind of a Pacific Northwest mountain, so they kind of start down.
Do you ever do any other kind of mountain?
Yeah, I've done other kinds of mountains.
Did you use this color?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's basically the same color we use for our sky. Now I start like, if we're starting at like the middle of the clock, it's like we're going to like about 8 o'clock. And then we want this to, it is trying to get as close to horizontal as possible by the time it reaches the edge of the canvas. Oh, golly, that looks so neat right now. I already have it like built in, but we're going to, did I just, oh my gosh.
What?
I said, oh, golly.
Next you're going to be wearing Wranglers and farting in Walgreens.
Or I'll be trying to advertise myself as the most popular painter on the planet. I'm going to do basically, oops, let me get my head out of the way. Basically the same thing off to the other side.
This looks eerily like Mount Hood.
It could be.
Painting idea, serious. In St. Helens or Scappoose, I don't remember which one, you can get a view of Mount St. Helens, Mount Adams, and Mount Hood all in one shot.
There's actually a spot out here in Sherwood where you can get that as well.
Really, where?
It is when you're coming down off the backside of Ladd Hill, going into Wilsonville.
Yeah. Then you get all the city lights in there too.
Yeah.
And the radio towers.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'm going to come down.
Did you mix white in that?
No. No, I just let the paint run out. But I am going to mix white in along the bottom edge.
My cloudage I put in the back got covered.
It's okay. That's what happens when you paint. You cover.
Is this your valley fog?
It is.
It's amazing how many places in the region have majestic views of Mount Hood or Mount St. Helens or Mount Adams. I would hate to lose that. That's right. There are a lot of spaces, and when you see it all together, it's like, oh, it's really bad if you're driving, so you want to look really bad, but then you're having to watch the road.
Yeah. Well, in that spot that I was talking about, why is that zooming and zooming?
Oh, is it? Do you have it set to autofocus?
Yeah, but usually it's not a problem. Because if we don't do that, then when we zoom in, it doesn't focus.
I don't really zoom in a ton. So almost be worth it to just manual focus it.
Yeah, I could try to do that real quick.
Let's see, is it still jittering? Move your hands in front of it. I think it's fine now. I think you just, maybe we're zoomed in too much.
I mean, I could zoom out a little further.
Mayhaps. We'll have to take a look.
Sometimes it's because the light's not bright enough and it's trying to figure out. It's like this weird balance. Uh-oh, what did Sid say? Message retracted.
Message retracted.
Now I'm concerned.
It is your big sister. You're in trouble.
So actually that spot I was talking about, Daniel, where you can see, wait, did Daniel say Rainier? Oh, no. Okay, so there's a spot up by where I was talking about. You can actually see Rainier peeking out behind St. Helens. You can see Adams and St. Helens, obviously. Mount Hood, and if you know exactly where to look, you can see the very top of Mount Jefferson as well. So you can see, what's that, 5 mountains?
Probably. That sounds about right.
Yeah.
I do love Pacific Northwest very much. As a kid, I didn't. As a kid, I wanted to live in some place with beach and sun. And as an adult, though, I'm like, I don't ever want to leave here.
No, we've got it all. We've got it all. Okay, so I do feel like I want to bring a little bit of extra darkness to the sky.
Sherwood's version of Larch Mountain.
Yeah, it is. So I want to give us a little bit more room. And when I say more room, I want to just give this a little bit more darkness up in here so that when we start doing our stars, I want our stars to pop a little bit more than the original. And I like this. These stars are kind of a new way of doing stars that I discovered a couple weeks ago while I was working on a painting. No, I guess it was when we were doing forced bubbles. I just started playing around, and so I was like, okay, let's use this. And it's kind of fun, but I want to bring a little bit of that extra darkness in. And so probably what we want to do is we want to use our biggest brush still here. And I want to take a little bit of black, just a little bit of our phthalo blue, and I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of our phthalo red. You're using a lot more.
It's magenta.
Yeah, magenta. That's right. Magenta, phthalo red, bright red, whatever, purple, whatever you're using, does not matter. And this is just going to start in kind of across about the top 2 inches or so of the canvas. And then I'm just going to fade this out. Boy, my brushes.
Too wet?
No, it's just kind of probably needs to be rinsed.
It's funny, this monitor, it kind of blurs your painting a little bit, and it looks so pretty. And then this one looks pretty too, but this, like, I don't know, has a softening effect on it. That
it's kind of weird though,
so crazy how
but
different
my
it looks.
hand doesn't look softened.
No.
Thanks, AI. We're not using AI, by the way. I'm just joking. Because that's what the YouTube feed is.
Brenda says, I said it before, but phthalo green would make an awesome name for a private eye.
Hello, my name
Yes, I know, I spelled it. The name's green, phthalo green. That's an underused color, I feel like.
It's a hard color to use, though.
Just green in general can be kind of hard.
Yeah, so let me see if I can tilt this a little bit so you guys can see. I just darkened that up, and I'm not real happy with that.
Well, if you're not happy with it, nobody's going to be happy with it. Throwing in my brush.
We might just end up having to wait for it to dry a little bit and come back with some more of the phthalo blue.
Yeah, I started using it and I didn't really like it. But I've got a spot that...
So this is what my brush is doing.
Oh, do you need a new one?
Yeah, I don't know. It shouldn't...
Do you have one out here?
Yeah, I can probably go get another one. I think this is all right. I don't know why it's doing that, though, because it's not like... We'll live. We'll live. Partly it's because the paint's not quite dry and it's wanting to lift.
So Greta and I watched a older horror movie from the early 2000s, in 2007, the other night. And it's one I've wanted to watch for years, and for whatever reason, it's just never, like, if I wanted to watch it, someone else didn't want to watch it, you know, that kind of thing. And it's called 30 Days of Night, about vampires.
Yeah, I heard you guys
And it built up in my head that it was, like, a super great movie. And then I was really disappointed.
It wasn't good.
But then other people love it.
Okay, so just some phthalo blue, a little bit of turquoise. Turquoise.
Did you put magenta in there too? I swear.
Nope.
Okay. Well, I did.
Now, what we're going to do is we're going to start laying in these foreground trees. And I think the thing that I notice is when people do them, and this is something that we've been teaching in person a lot more, and it's kind of a reminder of what people's natural instincts are. Don't you agree? Yeah.
Sure.
You don't know what I was talking about.
I was thinking about my color.
I see tendencies with people. And so I want to really kind of point this out. And I'm going to get the original. The shapes along the top edge of these trees are pretty big. Like if you actually look at it, like this little bunch of trees right here is almost as big as the mountain. You know, the peak of it.
Mm-hmm.
And so what I was going to say is I noticed that when people paint, they tend to do things much too small. Like they tend to do these little shapes that then when you zoom out, when you step back, they're just a line because nothing's pronounced enough. But, you know, they're trying to do a lot of little trees instead of a few big trees. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I want to make sure, and I'm just kind of swirling these in. So there, I've gone halfway across my canvas. I've done 3 basic mounds for trees. And what I would say is most of the time when I teach in person, that same half a canvas, people will try to do like 7. And they just blend all together. Because there's not enough definition. And this one, I'm going to go ahead and go a little bit up into my sky. You've noticed that too, I'm sure. It's like when you paint trees, they put all the branches too close to each other, so it just looks like a triangle.
Oh, yeah.
You got to leave that space in between. What do they call that, Jenny?
Negative space?
Yes.
Okay, so I have a question. And this will all depend on like the day I paint it and how I'm feeling and how everything comes together. This is for you guys. And Paul too. For May the 4th, next Monday, I'm gonna do. It's my turn this year to do Star Wars painting because Paul did it last year and we just alternated.
Dagobah last year, right?
Last year was Dagobah. I love that one, by the way. Like I would do that one again.
You know which one I found the other day was Endor.
Yes, Endor Twilight.
I think that's my favorite one.
Really, I love that one too. But there's something about last year's that I don't know. I that part of the movie a lot. So
it's kind of lonely for R2. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
Anyway, so we're going to test your Star Wars knowledge, Daniel. You can't Google this. If you Google it, I'll know. But
can he chat GPT it?
The worm can't use your phone or computer or anything.
No technology
that allows you to look up. So the worm creature in Empire Strikes Back that the Millennium Falcon lands inside, and they don't know they're inside of it, and it flies away, and you see this giant thing come out of the hole trying to eat the Millennium Falcon. What is that creature called? Can you remember?
I couldn't remember.
Only some they don't mention the name in the movie. It's all in the the
canon.
The canon, yes.
Boom shakalaka.
Nope, not the Sarlacc pit. It's the Empire. So it's like
Sarlacc pit is on
Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, it's on Tatooine. Yeah. It's where Jabba throws.
It's called Joe. He's a nice guy.
Could be.
So anyway, I was thinking. So you know what it is? Remember Han and Leia get out?
It's in the asteroid
and they're
field.
walking around, and like Han shoots the ground, and then he's like, "Get under the ship!" And they run under the ship, and they fly out, and then you see this. They fly out of this hole in this planet or asteroid. I think they're on an asteroid.
Yeah, they're hiding on the asteroid.
The big worm creature comes out, and it's like trying to catch the Millennium Falcon. And so, I thought about painting one of those for.
That could go in some really bad directions.
Yes, it could. Only you would think of that, Paul. Anyway, so I looked up the name. It's called an Exogorth.
Oh, you know what? They totally stole that from Aliens.
Like Xenomorph?
Yeah.
Exogorth. I don't know, though. Because that would have been... Alien would have come out before.
Yeah, because Alien came out, what, 78?
79 or 78, yeah. That's so weird to me, because I feel like it's a more...
It wasn't that... Was that James... Who is it that did Aliens?
Sigourney.
No. The director. Was that...
Oh, gosh. I don't know. Daniel, you can Google now.
Well, it wasn't James Cameron, was it? I feel like... Who was it?
No, Ridley Scott.
Yeah,
We thought of it at the exact same time. Yeah, Ridley Scott.
I wonder if he and George Lucas were friends.
I don't know. I mean, in art, you all kind of borrow ideas.
Well, but there's Steven Spielberg and George Lucas were in film school together.
Who was? Steven Spielberg?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so there's like a whole bunch of them. Mm-hmm. They're like the Hudson Valley painters.
They are. They're the Hudson Valley painters of the film world.
It's a real easy way to tell, and that's if they use that THX code somewhere hidden. I can't remember what the code is off the top of my head.
I think it's really cool.
Oh, I'm blending black into the bottom of this, by the way, you guys.
You hadn't told people. You were too busy thinking about the Exogorth.
That's right, I was.
So now I want to know, Daniel, do you think I should paint an Exogorth, or should I paint Jabba the Hutt?
Well, you know what? Grogu and the Mandalorian opens.
Yeah, but I already did Grogu. Remember? We did Grogu a couple of years ago. It was the year before we did Dagobah.
We could do a date night painting and do the Exogorth, or is that what it is? The Exogorth? The Exogorth and the Sarlacc pit side by side.
That is so dirty.
What are you talking about? I don't have any idea what you're talking about.
Yes, you do.
You have
anyway.
No clue. You have such a gross mind.
Me. Okay, anyway. Let me see how you blended that out. Can you tilt your canvas? I've got glare.
It's not really blended out too much.
Anyway, so those are the two things I'm thinking about doing. And you know what? It might all change. I might start one and be like, I hate this. I'm going to do the other.
Can I ask a question? Are we losing people?
That I don't know. Because you're being real gross.
I'm not being real gross. I said nothing. I said nothing.
There we go. No, we're good. Okay, so, yeah. Let's see. I always get Ridley Scott, Bo Diddley, and Boo Radley mixed up in my head. Oh, now Daniel retracted a message.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
What have we started tonight?
Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking about doing. And both I have kind of ideas for it.
Cool.
But we'll see. We'll see what... I saved a picture of Jabba the Hutt on my phone that I thought would be cool, but I don't know. I feel like if I did Jabba, like in the past, I've done the Ewok, I've done Chewbacca, and I've done Grogu, and they've all had just the black background with stars, and I feel like I don't want to do that again with... But maybe that's also the thing. It's Star Wars. I don't know.
I don't know.
So I don't know what kind of background I would do. Like, I'm probably not going to do Jabba's whole body. Because you could spend so much time detailing his face. He's got so many wrinkles and...
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm not going to be able to adjust that, so not while we're live. You guys are censoring yourself.
Good job.
Thank you.
Good job censoring yourself.
That's okay. Our videos are not flagged as made for children, so...
No, we set them as not made for children.
Yeah. Okay, so what we're going to work on next is we're going to work on developing these clouds a bit. How long are we into this? We are only 41 minutes into this painting, so we are doing well. What I want to do is I am going to use my number 4 brush.
Do Jabba on a treadmill trying to get in shape with a sweatsuit on.
Ooh, with the wetsuit.
No, sweatsuit.
Sweatsuit. Oh, okay.
What? Get your mind back. Retrieve it.
Wait a minute. What is wrong with a wetsuit?
I don't know.
It's like what scuba divers wear?
It's what wrestlers wear when they're trying to drop pounds so they get in a lower... I remember that guy we went to college with who was a wrestler. He would always tell us
that. Yeah, that was a
What's
different...
his name? Well, we don't want to say his name.
No. Hold on. This is driving me nuts. Quit trying to zoom. I mean, I could try to take it off of autofocus.
Move around a little bit. Let's see if it's doing anything.
Well,
Like,
it's when there's nothing going on is when it does it.
oh yeah, I see it doing it now. It's like, well, you're just gonna have to keep your hands in front of it at all times.
Okay, number 4 brush, just a tiny amount of white. And what I'm going to do is I'm just not going to do all of this.
Thank you. Which brush? Number 4?
Yeah, number 4.
Paul just gave me the stink eye because I asked the question, which brush? Because we always laugh about... That's the number 1 question we get when we teach live classes. Over and over. You'll say it over and over, and they'll be like, now what brush?
I'm actually going to zoom in on this.
But you have to keep in mind, people are having wine and
yeah,
also trying to like visit with their friends.
So one of the things, what I'm kind of doing is I'm enhancing the edges of some of these and maybe creating edges in other places. And I'm just using just a small amount of white. And sometimes what you can kind of do is kind of fun. I don't know, I guess it depends on your definition of fun. But you can kind of create some little flyaways. Because what is really important is like when we're doing this kind of clouds like this, you want to preserve the soft edge. And so what I mean by that is you don't want to all of a sudden just give it this hard line. Ed is still doing the weird, really bad
Yeah, why don't
zoom.
you take it and turn it to manual and just...
Okay, guys.
Because it is kind of annoying.
It's annoying. Okay, hold on. Technical difficulties.
Yeah, it's doing it like crazy now. These look like jellyfish.
They do.
I'm doing Daniel's job right now. Actually, this one kind of looks like a Squidward.
Squidward.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is involving a ladder.
A ladder and truly hard seltzer.
You didn't have to tell people that.
The garage is haunted. I wish it was. That would make things more interesting. That was the one thing when we used to live stream at the old building in Old Town. It was most definitely haunted. We've had a medium come in there and tell us, without us even telling her, she's like, there's a man hanging around you all night. And he, yeah.
Okay, it's on manual focus. Was it? Okay, it hasn't moved.
The black one looks like shadow silhouette of Casper. Oh, that giant head. Yes, it does. It does look like Casper.
Okay, so this will be better. So again, what I'm doing is I want to kind of preserve some of the curly edge aspect of it, but I'll also kind of like blend it out a little bit here and there, so it's not just hard edges. Like, you don't want it to just be an outline. And we're not going to do all of it, just some parts, some bits and pieces.
Okay. You're sending Paul a picture that should be inspirational for the Java picture. Nice. Yeah, I just, I don't know, it's... I feel like you always nail Star Wars, and I'm just kind of like, mine kind of are cartoony.
There's nothing wrong with
no,
that.
I think maybe, some people might like the cartoon.
Well, but you have to think about this. Like, there's a huge following of, like, the Star Wars cartoons.
Yeah.
Like, actually...
Like the graphic novels and stuff?
No. Like...
Oh, like the animated series.
Yeah, because that's actually where a lot of the canon...
Oh, I could do Ahsoka, too. I like her.
Like, a lot of the canon for Star Wars exists in the, like, the Clone Wars series and stuff like that.
Ooh, I didn't even think about that. I always just think about the 3 original movies because that's what we were locked into. Those were the first ones we saw. So, of course, like, we're just locked into that.
I've started watching a lot of the animated ones, and I like them. I'm always like, Jenny would like this, and I try to get you to watch it. You're like, no.
You haven't tried to get me to watch that in years.
Well, I gave up.
I like to watch classics from 2007, 30 Days of Night.
Is there anybody getting brutalized in this? No, I don't want to watch it.
Yesterday, Paul and I went and saw it with it was our daughter's 20th birthday. We no longer have teens in the house. That's kind of cool. But they were showing one of Greta's favorite horror movies, which horror is Greta's favorite genre. Therefore, it has become mine because that's all I'm allowed to watch. Anyway, Silence of the Lambs was showing at the theater because it's the 35th anniversary. So that's what we did for Greta's birthday. We went to sushi, and next door is the theater, so we went and saw Silence of the Lambs in the theater, which was super cool.
If we really wanted to watch a horror movie, we could have watched The Blazer Game.
Was it that bad?
Yeah.
When was it?
Yesterday.
Oh, yesterday. Game
started. Remember, we were watching it on my phone.
Oh, briefly, yeah.
They were up by 19 at halftime and lost by 15.
Wow.
Yeah, that's called... I told you
that
yesterday.
Happened before.
Yeah, it's in the playoffs, so you can't do that. It's called poop in the bed.
Yes, you did tell me that. That's too bad. Too bad. I wonder what happened, Get their heads
because you know what? Daniel also was not able to watch the game. And we've asked our friends who did watch the game. They won't tell us.
Won't tell you what happened?
What happened. It was so bad, nobody wants to relive it. Oh, lost by 21. So
there's some big fumbles?
No, that's the wrong sport.
You can't fumble in basketball? What's it called then? Don't laugh at me. I'm not a sports person.
It's not called a touchdown.
But it's not called like fumbling the ball.
That's a turnover.
That's baseball, right?
No. Oh boy. That's football, Jenny.
This is why I'm an artist. I don't follow sports. I do not. I never have followed sports. The only sport I like to watch is like the medieval MMA sword fighting. Armored MMA.
Can't script this. Go sports ball.
Shut up. You're so mean.
Hey, I'm just as lost when it comes to horror movies, so there's that.
Well, there's not like specific lingo so much.
Oh, I'm sure there is.
Not really.
Like, is it skinning or is it flaying? See?
I can tell you, but...
Yeah, we don't need to talk about that.
So what is it called? So you remember the guy that like in the Red Sox fumbled? Wasn't that called a fumble?
Are you talking about Bill Buckner?
He
had an error. Good job on remembering the Bill Buckner event, because I am wearing my Red Sox hat right now. No, that was just an error.
Okay, so fumble is only football.
Yeah. And maybe trying to navigate sports terminology when you don't know.
I fumbled. I fumble.
That was actually kind of funny. That was gold.
So what do they call it in basketball?
It's just
a turnover, you said?
I mean, you could call it a fumble, but it's not what they call it official. They call it a turnover. Lost ball.
Turnover?
Yeah. Or a steal. They call
that's weird to me.
Well, no.
Call it a turnover.
It's called an unforced turnover. But only if the other team gets the ball. Whereas a fumble in football can happen. Oh, they call it a loose ball. You could call it that.
Fumble seems like kind of a universal term. Like you could throw me one of Chiaki's tennis balls and I could fumble it. Right?
Yeah. Let's not try to reinvent sports lingo. It's just a losing
double
battle.
Dribble would be like a fumble double dribble, yes. Jousting. There are some reasons to be confused, though. Both football and basketball have field goals. Hockey and basketball have nets, and baseball and bowling have strikes. Seriously, like, what the heck?
Well, only baseball has a home run.
I know that. I actually know that much. Aren't you proud of me?
This is comedy gold, actually.
Is it like when Jessica Simpson asked if chicken of the sea, is this chicken or tuna I'm eating?
Right? Oh, I see. You're just being silly, just a joke. I got
it. You can believe that if you want, Paul. If it makes you feel better.
I was trying to make you feel better.
If it makes you feel better about marrying someone who's not into sports, except for medieval.
Keep in mind, you're the one who pursued the college baseball player.
Yeah, but that was only because you were in music class. I had no idea about your recreational activities.
Until you came down and brought me my water bottle out of the practice field. All right.
Baseball has foul balls. The NBA has fouls. They've forced walk-off on basketball now. It's a walk-off three-pointer.
But that's not an official term. That's just a broadcasting term.
So speaking of jousting, I saw you mention that. I'm going to have to learn that because Greta's 21st birthday in 1 year from yesterday. Our plan is to go to medieval times. That's the 21st birthday trip because Greta loves medieval nights. It's not because of the jousting or the food. It's because Greta loves medieval nights.
You know, I always did. I used to read everything, not for the same reasons. But I used to read every book I could get my hands on about knights and stuff like that. I started reading a book last night.
Yeah, actually, what is that book called? I didn't know that you were after a book.
I wasn't.
Disappeared in Barnes and Noble, and you're like, I'm looking for a book. I'll be right back.
Okay, so I wasn't.
Okay.
But I have ADHD, and I was like, bookstore.
Big bookstore with upstairs and downstairs.
No, so I've been listening to some audible books by Alan Watts, who is a philosopher from the late 60s, early 70s, and kind of dabbles in kind of like finding yourself, you know, like kind of like a spiritually, if you will. I don't know if spiritually is the right way to explain it.
Well, who's that other guy that As a Man Thinketh? Who is that? What's his name? I can't remember.
James Allen.
Yeah, I was thinking his name is Alan.
No, Alan Watts. He's all over Instagram and stuff right now. He actually passed away a while ago, but he's kind of like the whole like you find yourself by letting go kind of thing. And he was actually a minister and started digging into Taoism and Buddhism from a philosophy standpoint, and kind of decided, well, you can be both. You can be a Christian person and live with the mentality of how you treat the world has a lot to do with how you are as a person. But a lot of it's just like the, you know, not defining, like setting in your mind who you are, and just kind of letting that find itself. Anyway, he has a bunch of books about it, and a lot of it, like he has one book that's like about anxiety, and it's called, I can't remember what it's called, it's about anxiety, but it's not about it in the sense of like it's a self-help book. It's more about what social constructs create anxiety in our brains. So it's this idea that you have to be this, this, or this, and that's why a lot of people struggle with anxieties, because they're not meeting all that. So, oh, awesome! Sorry, I'm like going down my little rabbit hole.
We went with some friends in medieval times. It was great. Yeah, I think it'll be a fantastic experience, and I've been looking at like TikToks of it. Which one did you go to? Because I think I don't know how many there are. I know there's one in
about 4.
California, and then there's one in Las Vegas called like Excalibur or something. It's I think it's kind of a knockoff, maybe.
Well, Excalibur is a casino.
Okay, so it's something they added as part of their, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. But Greta wants to go to one in California.
By the way, Greta should see the old Excalibur movie.
I know.
So one of the things about this particular clouds, and I'm sorry, this is kind of like involved, but it really is not, I don't want you to get too sideways. Yes, Wisdom of Insecurity. It's a really good book. I was listening to.
Near Disneyland. Yeah, that's the one we're going to go to.
What I was going to say is I've been trying to listen to his audiobooks because I really have liked a lot of the things I've heard about him, but I have found that I have a hard time focusing on audiobooks of things that you're supposed to be listening to. Like I'm fine with like fiction and stuff like that. What is Greta's take on movies like Evil Dead? Absolutely loves them.
That is Greta's all-time favorite. I've been listening to an audiobook called Dungeon Crawler Carl. It's pretty funny. It's like you feel like you're in a video game. And it's really popular. Like crazy popular. The guy I think he's just releasing his 8th book, but he wrote them really fast. I actually think you would like it. I could probably share my Audible purchase with you.
You know, I have so many credits on Audible. It's fine.
I do too.
Like I pay them monthly, and it's like about every 6 months I remember. Oh,
I need to buy a book. We raised a great kid who isn't a kid anymore.
It's true. All right, so I'm just going to take some pure white. I'm continuing to use my number 4. And I want to get this in pretty heavy along this left side of the mountain.
You know what I'm really excited about is there's a new Mortal Kombat movie coming out.
I saw that.
Carl Urban plays Johnny Cage.
Well, that's interesting.
He's like older Johnny Cage who's kind of like retired or something. At least that's kind of what I'm gathering from the trailer. Looks pretty entertaining.
So I would like to watch Lord of the Rings again.
I feel like Greta and I just watched that. Didn't you watch it with us?
No, I couldn't see.
Oh, that's right.
I also want to watch Happy Gilmore 2 again. Because I literally couldn't see that at all.
Mm-hmm.
You remember I sat on the floor like 3 feet from the TV and I still couldn't see it.
Yes, I do remember that. Yes, Daniel, you're right. Hayden is a great kid too. Greta's just a little more... Hayden is very, like, he has his routines and he just kind of stays up in his room and he'll come out and be funny and make us all laugh. And he goes back up.
Hayden has subtle sass.
Hayden can be really sassy. Like, in the, it was right in front of you sort of way.
I can tell you that one of his aunts didn't fully appreciate his depiction of what Easter was.
How do you know?
They told me.
Who did?
They told me. The whole train derailment and all of that.
I'm sure she didn't care.
I'm not sure if she was impressed or like, I don't know. It was funny. It was funny.
He's got his own little funny sense of humor. What were you doing with the white just coming along the side of the mountain?
Yeah, I just wanted to brighten it up, mostly on the left side, because I'm actually I want to highlight the right side pretty bright. And so it's okay if there's, actually, I'm going to add some darkness in the clouds here. So I just mixed together a little bit of phthalo blue, a little tiny bit of turquoise.
I like that. It kind of looks like the sun is right there. Let me see your actual painting. Just hand it over to me. I just want to look at it. Yeah, it looks cool. Like right here, it looks like the sun is right up behind there.
Yeah.
Okay, proceed. What were you saying?
Okay, so I mixed together a little bit of turquoise, a little bit of phthalo blue, and a little bit of white. Probably need a little bit more white because I want this color along this right-hand side to be a little darker in the sky. So it's like darker clouds. And if you kind of blend into your slope a little bit, that's okay.
So you're just being blue over there?
Yeah.
Blue mixed with white, maybe? And what brush?
Right?
What brush, Paul? Well, it's the same color as my mountain, so that's not going to work.
Mine's maybe a little bit too dark. If it's a little bit too dark, you can always lighten it up. Hey, lighten up, why don't you? Lighten up.
So what is the reason you're putting the dark over here?
I heard he said.
Oh, sorry. I can't pay attention tonight. I've got
They
too many things.
They accuse me of having ADHD.
I have too many things on, like, these are my 2 days off, Monday, Tuesday.
Well, the reason I'm doing the darker on the right-hand side behind the mountain is because I'm going to do a brighter highlight.
Oh, yeah, I remember you saying that. Not really, but...
How much wine have you had tonight, girl?
Not enough. Not enough.
We shall see.
This day is, like, gone by so fast. Let's see. After the train derailment story, Jenny had to report a death at the Bruce. Oh, yes, that's right. Did they? I don't know if they actually died.
Womp womp. Sid, I don't know if you remember, but
I don't know if the person actually died, but I know
I didn't see anything further. Yeah. Sid, I don't know if you.
Too bad.
Greta got a very special gift from Grandma and Grandpa to Grams and Papa. They gave her the precious, the ring.
The one ring. Not the haunted one.
No.
Papa still has the haunted one. He's going to hold on to that one. Maybe to protect Greta.
Probably a good thing. Okay. So I do feel like I want to... Like, I've got some really ugly kind of like brushiness up in here. Yeah, Daniel, somebody had like a very severe cardiac arrest.
And I think they were in the front.
They were lower part, but behind the stage.
And thankfully, there were a couple of a husband and wife that were like, she was a retired nurse and he was
a cardiologist.
Something, yeah. And they were able to jump right in.
Oh, Sid knew.
But apparently, it took forever for the EMT to get there. And a lot of people were upset they didn't stop the concert. I don't know, like, that's a tough one.
Okay, so real quick, just hold that thought. I am keeping this, I mixed up just a little bit of phthalo blue and black. I'm using my number 8 brush right now because I want to get this color kind of blended in.
Oh, he did die. That's too bad. Oh, it's too bad. But, you know, I suppose, like...
I mean...
Going at the time of, like... especially if he's a huge Bruce Springsteen fan.
I mean, it's just one of those things that happens. And I saw other EMTs, like, come on and on social... Like, because a lot of people were really being pretty harsh on responses and stuff. And I saw a lot of EMTs and other... emergency responders, you know, first responders come on and say, no, that's kind of the way it happens during a sport, you know, a live event like that. They don't stop everything because they don't have a way to really stop it.
Right.
And they're used to dealing with high pressure situations. And honestly, the response time is quicker than if the person was at home. Because they have people on
staff, maybe?
Well, on premises versus having to call 911 and wait. So it's just a lot of, you know, here's the thing. And Daniel knows this. Daniel and I talk about this kind of thing. People like to complain.
Yeah.
And anytime a public figure or something goes wrong, it's always the fault of somebody other than the fact that, hey, this guy had a heart attack. It happens. You know.
Sid says, when it's my turn to go, I hope it's at a Bruce concert.
That was a spiritual thing.
Yeah, Paul was really like blown away by that. And it's funny because you've never been like, let's listen to Bruce Springsteen. Like, it's not like you didn't like his music at all. You just haven't ever been like a...
No, so here's the thing.
I feel like listening to Bruce Springsteen right now fan.
But I've been listening to it more, and I realized that Bruce's music as it's evolved... Like, he's actually, like, sneakily about every 5 or 6 years puts out a hit. Like, you'll like, hear it, and you're like, oh, yeah. I forgot about that song by him, or whatever. But what I found is that his music's really evolved, and, like, so many people just think of the Born in the USA album, unless you're a fan. But his work is so much different than that. Now. Okay, so cool. I like that darker sky. Actually, here's a couple things. That darker sky that I just did, I'm going to tilt this a little bit more. See, I actually think I want to build these blocks a little taller. Just maybe make a spacer for them. This is going to make our stars pop. Oh, Tom Morello. Actually, so Tom Morello, his solo stuff is really cool. I haven't listened to it a lot. He's not the greatest vocalist.
And he has his degree in political science.
He does. But his solo stuff is really actually pretty cool. It's much more grisly, like rugged kind of sounding than you would expect. So, grisly. All right, cool. Let's let that marinate for a bit. let's start working on, I want to let all this kind of dry up here before we get going into more stuff. Let's get working on adding some color into our trees. And what we're going to do is we're going to take some of our yellow, and a little bit of turquoise.
Fancy.
And I'm just using my number 8. And I'm kind of using it very similar to the way we did the edges of our clouds, just more bigger. One thing you want to be careful. Yeah. One thing you want to be kind of careful of is you don't want to get too crazy and overlap over into your mountain too much, because when you go, as soon as you go off that dark part of it, it's going to just look kind of like a grass stain. Oh, you guys.
Hey, you guys.
We have a print club, and Jenny's still finishing up on her painting.
I'm fumbling it. I'm still fumbling my painting for the month.
I wasn't going to say it.
So a fumble in the art world would be I started a painting of an owl and got going and spent 2 hours on it and decided, nope, this is not it. And I put a thick layer of gesso over the entire thing.
Oh, so you had a tantrum.
I did. I had a little artist tantrum. I wasn't mad. I was just like, well, this isn't it. And
so I feel like
figured my next one will be it.
I'm going to add just a little bit more yellow to this.
And you know what's funny? They've been able to do like ultrasounds of old paintings and see the same thing. That, you know, it's course the same thing. Of course, like Picasso and whatnot, that had other paintings under. So sometimes it's because they couldn't afford to buy more canvas and they just start a new one. But a lot of times it's because they just were like, well, that didn't work. And just do another.
So I'm just going to kind of nudge along these edges with just a tiny little bit of just the plain yellow. We'll come back and hit this up again with some more. And we're going to lighten it up with a little bit of white too. This is just kind of foundational stuff. And this is something that I think, like, oh my gosh, it looks so dark on the
It is very dark. Let me see it for real. Tilt your canvas. Bruh. There we go.
It's pretty dark for right now.
Okay, so mine is pretty dark, and you put some just plain yellow on the top.
Yeah. And this is okay. This is actually kind of a technique like I've used in the past on some of the landscape paintings, like I'm drawing a blank. What's the Vista House painting? The Columbia Gorge Vista House painting, where we paint in the phthalo blue as the base for where our green is going to be. And we brush this exact yellow over it.
Crown point,
yeah.
We haven't been up there in years.
That's a fault of our own.
It's so windy, though.
Yeah, but that's our own fault. Like, we always just like, oh, we're too busy. We can't do anything. Busy. We're not. We
are too. We are too. So we both work nearly full time, and we run a live painting classes where we teach in person. We do this. I'm president of a nonprofit. How can you say we're not too busy?
Because we still have moments of time where we just sit.
No, that's good. We need that. If I wasn't able to just sit, I would go crazy.
So I'm going to get back to where I was going with the print club. I have my finished painting right here for April. So this is called Multnomah Exhale, speaking of the gorge. And so this is an oil paint on canvas. And most of this painting was done with palette.
I think we showed that last time.
Yeah, probably. Most of this painting was done with palette knife. And because I started doing it with brushes, and I literally was like, no, the brushes aren't doing what I want them to do. So they're not giving me the feeling and stuff. So I actually ordered new palette knives just so I could finish this painting. And so this is the reason we called it Multnomah Exhale, or I did, is this is actually, Multnomah Falls is a waterfall in just a little east of Portland, and the waterfall is about 600 feet, a little over 600 feet, and very windy and stuff. And then right at the base of the waterfall, after it kind of gathers itself and collects itself, it runs through this very calm, tranquil little stream called...
Is that area is not man-made?
No. This is Multnomah Creek. This is actually the water from the waterfall making its way to the Columbia River, where then it then makes its way from the Columbia River to the Pacific Ocean. So I feel like, okay, this little calm little stream area is where the water gets a chance to go. So that was my thinking on it. Call me crazy.
You are.
That's probably true. Okay, so we're going to leave that, let that dry a little bit.
Yeah, that's my plan tomorrow.
It's okay. You don't need to justify it.
No, my plan tomorrow is going to be to work on that, finish up my...
Oh, no.
Or not
but if you don't...
It, start a good one.
If you don't, it's okay. You don't have to put it out there like it's going to happen tomorrow.
I am going to go see the Michael Jackson movie tomorrow.
Yeah, so see there, you've already... All right.
I've never been it. Like, I never was a huge Michael Jackson fan. I just, like, I remember being a huge fan when I was, like, in maybe 4th, 5th grade.
Everybody was.
With Beat It, you know, Thriller and all that.
Yeah.
And then, like, as I got older, I just was like, wow, that's a cool song. You know, he'd have a hit, but I would never buy an album.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm with you. No, I've never bought an album. I remember Sid was a big Michael Jackson fan.
Yeah, I mean, there's no denying it was crazy talented.
Okay, so I'm going to go to my number 4 brush, and what I want to do is we're going to add, I really like when I laid out this mountain in the new painting, it spoke to me that it needs to be treated a little different than the original painting. And so I'm going to take my number 4 brush and a little bit of just phthalo blue, and basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to create this little ridge line that kind of goes like this.
Is it the glacier?
Let me zoom in.
This has a name. It's not Hogsback.
Well, it's not Mount Hood, so.
Okay.
I mean, if you, I mean, I would have to add stuff, but it's not far off. It could be any Cascades mountain. One of the things, like, you can go pretty bold on this. Huh. Good. In that you can go pretty harsh, but you don't need to. But all of these, again, like when I was talking about our original slope, it's trying to get to horizontal. So the more you come down the slope, these ridges... We're all trying to
get to horizontal.
It's true. When I was 20, it was a lot different than it is when I'm 50. Boy, we're just pushing the limits tonight. Okay. So, maybe I want this to kind of cut back a little bit. So when I zoom out now, let's go back out. There we go.
Are you curving this back to the right a little bit? Yeah, you are.
Yeah, I mentioned that.
Okay.
Jenny never got an A for listening.
I just learned to tune you out. We've been married 30 years.
We actually joked about
out. No problem. Just boom, off switch.
You know what? So it's funny because we taught a live event last week, and I taught, and Jenny sat in the audience and heckled me like she does.
Yeah, that's right. It was exactly a week ago today.
Yeah. And Jenny was the one person who kept saying, "What was that?" like kept missing the steps. And I was like, ladies and gentlemen, after 30 years of marriage, she has learned to completely tune me out. All right. So this ridge, I mean, you can add some. I don't want to. So one of the things I don't like to do is get too involved with detailing mountains. But you can add some little squiggles.
It's so funny how your palette stays so clean and like mine's 100% the opposite. But then like in real life,
no, we don't need to talk about that. Like this is not our platform. All right.
Looks nice.
I like that little bit of extra sketchiness. Now the right-hand side. I want to do mostly white. I'm going to add just a little tiny bit of turquoise.
Same brush?
Same brush.
Oh, look, he's got a stormtrooper now.
It's totally a stormtrooper.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right. You might
it kind of looks like a white Darth Vader a little bit.
Maybe add a little tiny bit of this pink. You don't need to. But I want this to be really light. Like just a touch off of white. Be a little bit on the pinkish side if you guys have it. And basically I'm going to come along the same ridge. And the reason we darken those clouds up could actually be a little bit whiter. But I think if we go too white, it'll be too stark. We'd call that Ned.
Sid. I started laying out a second piece of palette paper because I'm so messy. Yeah, I'm pretty messy with my palette. Like I like to mix big batches of paint, and then I'll just like keep spreading it out more and more. And, like here's mine. Like okay, you see Paul's. This is what mine usually looks like.
So I'm going a little bit more white.
It gave us a lot more paint than we need, eh? You're just kind of doing the opposite of what you did over there.
Yep.
Just the same thing, but opposite direction. Going right up to your...
Yep.
Glacier. Who was it that would call it Glacier? Bear Grylls.
Bear Grylls.
But also, is that...
That's the British pronunciation. Yeah.
It sounds so fancy.
And as I work my way down, I just kind of want to just like flav.
Fillet the mountain.
Just kind of fade this out.
So next month is like Mount St. Helens anniversary, but what year is it? How many
45?
years? That's a big gap.
Is it 45, Daniel?
Daniel, no. I think it's 81 when she blew her top. I have core memories. I was like 6 years old, 5 years old maybe.
We were in kindergarten.
Yeah, I have core memories. You probably do too, though, right? Like you can remember stuff after you're 5, and I remember Ash in the backyard. Just not like I wasn't scared or anything. I just was like whatever. I didn't know what was going on other than like the mountain. Look, it has smoke coming out.
I remember having to wear dust masks to school.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We didn't have to do that.
You guys were in Oregon City.
We're further away. Is that what?
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, no, we didn't have. You had to wear dust masks to school?
We did. There was,
I did not know that.
Well, I mean, there was all kinds of ash in the air.
Maybe we did, but I don't remember that. Seems like that would stick out in my brain.
Maybe my mom just took it more seriously.
Daniel, you need to make time for painting. Schedule it. No, I feel you. That's exactly how I am in my life right now. I just feel like I work too much, and I mean, I get time for painting, but it's teaching painting, like in person. And I love that because I have some students that come that I just adore, and watching them learn it just does something amazing to me. So I love that because I'm like, I'm teaching them and they're learning. And
I've kind of gotten to the point where if I don't,
but I don't get a lot of time to
even if I don't spend like even just like 5 minutes a day, at least putting some 1980. So
I thought it was 81. Huh, 46 years. Okay,
that actually makes sense because we were 5.
We were youngins.
And now you all know how old we are, so
it's okay. Age is just a number. No, I don't remember the dust mask. That's weird. But I don't remember being like scared. Do you remember? Were you scared at all? Like,
no,
even because we don't understand what's.
I was
going
excited. I mean,
yeah. And then I remember about hearing about old man Harry Truman.
All right.
Refused to leave.
I don't blame him.
Yeah, you know, in the same position, like he started like a Spirit Lake.
I think it was not even him.
Resort.
I think
him and his wife.
I think his parents started it. I think he inherited it. It had been there forever.
Oh, really? I thought him and his wife started it.
Maybe. I don't remember.
Sid says, my geology teacher snuck us up after the blast to gather ash. Do you still have it? That would be really cool to have.
Didn't your uncles like gather the ash and make ashtrays out of it?
No. Okay, so my aunt and uncle took they just became entrepreneurs over the Mount St. Helens thing after a while, and they made some pottery that was it was Mount Hood, and he had a face and it said don't blow your top, or keep it cool, don't blow your top. My parents still have this ceramic thing, and they mixed Mount St. Helens ash into the ceramic glaze.
Okay,
so
gotcha.
Hayden has one in his bedroom.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
He has one that I don't know, I gave it to him or something. Because like everyone in our family had one. It was at Money Bank. They did it as so it's Mount St. Helens with a little slit cut in the top and a wood base, and it's a Money Bank.
Okay.
But I thought it's cool. It has ash mixed in it.
I'm taking a little bit of yellow, a little bit of white. I added a little bit of turquoise up here as well. We've got 2 different colors. I'm just going to now take this. And we're going to use this very sparingly.
We're probably going to discuss St. Helens. You should do a St. Helens painting. Oh my gosh, I didn't even think about it. I put one on the schedule for live teaching. No, I put Mount Rainier on. I thought about putting your Spirit Lake painting on, but that's what you should do for live stream.
We could do that.
Yeah.
We could do it on May 18th.
A really good Spirit Lake painting. Let me see what date May 18th.
Okay, I'll be right back.
May 18th is a Monday. Okay. I think we should do that.
I think Monday might be our new day.
A Mount St. Helens tribute. That would be really cool.
Fill the air, Jen. Fill the air.
I'm going to start painting on your painting. You'll never know. My grandparents in Spokane collected ash for his grandkids. Oh, you still have it somewhere. That's cool. That would be really a neat thing to have. Harry leased land in 1920 and eventually opened up Spirit Lake. See, I knew it. That's what I had seen something about it on YouTube. The one that got buried was like the third. Oh, okay. The third one. Yeah, picture St. Helens before it erupted. Yeah, so Paul did a painting years ago that's like, it's called Spirit Lake, and it has the lake, and it has Mount St. Helens behind it, and it's, I think if I remember right, it's intact, but it's steaming out the top, which is pretty cool. Yeah, that's a kind of cool memory to have, but also I guess a lot of people passed away. Not a huge amount, but I remember there were some like photographers and stuff that were up there. I had a dream that Mount Hood erupted the other night. I'm like, what does this mean? What does this mean? It was just random out of nowhere. I was just saying, Paul, I had a dream that Mount Hood erupted. Like, it was probably 2 weeks ago.
It does fart a lot.
It's considered dormant, though.
No, it's active.
Oh, it is? I thought it was considered dormant. Let's see.
Yeah, it's considered active.
Are there 2 chat places? No, there's just this one. Are your chats not coming through? Let's see. Just this one left. So yeah, I haven't seen any chats from you since you said near Disneyland.
Click on the live chat. Pull
Let's
down.
refresh it.
Oh, just click refresh.
Okay. Up here?
Yeah, it won't change anything.
Okay. Let's make sure everything is on here. It could be because a lot of us know each other personally. Oh, Sid says mine keeps changing from top to live chats for some reason. So Corey,
click on
top chat and click at the top. There's a little caret and click live chat.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Thank you, YouTube, for making it more complicated.
Yeah, they did. They really did. It did not used to be this way, and we didn't have to like pay attention to that kind of thing. So, but you know,
actually, we should blame who's really responsible. Thank you, Google.
Thank you, Google.
All right, so I'm just taking this lighter color. You know what I haven't mentioned yet tonight?
How hungry you are? I knew it. Yep, that's it. What am I going to eat tonight?
I am hungry tonight.
We got an amazing sushi boat last night from the sushi place. And let's see, you had chicken katsu and spicy pork.
Yeah, and I need to remember not to eat that kind of thing before we're going to a movie.
Why? Why don't you tell us why, Paul?
I'm 51 years old, and my stomach doesn't always react the way it should. I was okay.
Did you have a Mount St. Helens moment?
No, I spared the audience.
Thank God, because I was
I didn't have any. I didn't have any, issues other than being slightly uncomfortable for a bit.
The obsession with getting rid of ad blockers. That's why I have to view live videos if I want to chat in incognito mode. Interesting. Wait until you're 63. Age is just a number.
I have a bunch of golf buddies who are in their 60s, and some of them are even in their 70s. And when I turned 50, they gave me great advice.
Okay. Tell it to us all, because everybody on here is going to be 50 or has been 50 at some point.
Never pass the opportunity to use a restroom.
Okay. Alrighty then.
And never trust a fart.
Oh my gosh. You guys just talk about like lewd stuff.
No, that's not lewd. That's reality.
What is it then? Reality?
That's reality.
Weird. Okay.
One of these days when you hit 50, Jenny, you'll get it.
Yep. I'm just still 30, so.
Oh, we got somebody else in.
Labyrinthian.
Tacos sounds really good right now, honestly. But not till tomorrow. We can't do tacos on Monday. It's got to be Taco Tuesday. No, just
Taco
kidding.
Tuesday. Yeah, the food yesterday was so good. We did get a cut of it was fatty tuna. It has a name. I can't remember it. Greta always wants to order it, and then we get it, and Greta's like, I can't handle the texture. So I had to send one piece. I had to let's see. It was like 2 pieces for $16, which I feel like was kind of a lot for 2 little.
But that's expensive cut.
not sashimi, nigiri. And yes, it's an expensive cut, but it had this long line of like inedible, unchewable sinew in it. And so I was, can we?
That was a cancerous
I just
tuna.
told the person, the server, I was like, hey, this piece is like not very edible, and I know it's a special market price, and blah blah blah. So she brought us a new one, and it was so fatty. It was so fatty that we couldn't do it. And
so what you're saying
that was my only complaint. Was like
what you're saying is no matter what they did for you on that one cut, you couldn't be a satisfied customer.
Like, okay, so I ate the replacement one of them, and the second one I just couldn't do it after. Remember, I tried to pass it off to you.
I was like,
I'll try it. But the second piece, it was like after eating the first one, no, I can't do that. But everything else was amazing. Always good. I always have good food there. Sinju sushi, I really like it.
Nigiri.
Oh yeah, nigiri is just it's the rice ball with the fish on top. Ooh.
What is eel? It is.
Is it a snake? Is it a fish? What is it?
No. I mean, like, what is it called?
Oh, gosh. Uni?
No,
uni is. What is it? Yes, it has a name.
Unagi.
Unagi. Okay.
I think.
I do like barbecued eel.
Well, you have to. You can't do eel raw.
Yeah, and I don't know if I've had it any other way other than like barbecue, but it is kind of weird if you think about it. I think the weirdest thing I've ever eaten in my life is probably rattlesnake.
Okay.
And it's only because I had an uncle that had a big ranch that bordered 20 acres of BLM. So he had 20 acres, and it was 20 acres of BLM, Bureau of Land Management, government-owned lands, wild. So yeah, it felt like he had 40 acres, and it was in the desert. And one of them caught a rattlesnake, and my other uncle was a head chef, and he cooked it for us. And I was like in 7th grade, and I tried it.
Was it good?
You know, it tastes like chicken.
Oh, I thought you were.
No, it wasn't anything that I'd be like, that's top choice, but it was not like, I would never say it was gross. I wasn't grossed out by eating it at all. But it's not something that like I think like I have to have that again. Honestly, I mostly eat plant-based now. So outside of sushi here and there. So it's kind of weird to think about, hey, a rattlesnake.
All right, we're going to let that sit a little bit. I'm
always fascinated by the jerky store that's off 26 on the way to the coast that sells kangaroo and alligator jerky. I forgot about that place.
There was that time my dad killed a beaver.
I refuse to even go there at all.
But I've already like pushed the limits of using of terminology that's maybe inappropriate because like we did barbecue it. You remember?
I don't know. I stayed completely out of that. I think beaver are cute. So I'm like, there's no way.
Yeah, no, it was not good.
Really? It wasn't good?
It was tolerable, but it was so gamey.
Mm-hmm.
It was, it was giant rodent.
That's so weird, Daniel. Like,
but I tried
how is that place still in business?
But I tried it.
It's so weird. And how do they get that stuff?
But do you remember, like, Pizza Schmitza used to do Galligator on their pizza? Galligator.
They did a Cajunator pizza.
Okay, so let's wrap this up. Where are we at? We're an hour and 39 minutes. Okay. How to deal with the poison? What poison? Poison.
Maybe on the rattlesnake.
Oh, the rattlesnake. Mm-hmm. So that's just in the head.
Yeah. Just whatever comes out of their fangs.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know how that all works.
Smallest brush. I'm going to zoom in on this because this is a new way of doing stars. And I might have to take this off my little blocks here.
Venom. Venom, not poison. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Daniel. Is like venom.
Kind of same like effect though. It's the same concept. Poison what works on your digestive tract versus venom can affect your neurological stuff. And
there was one time too that my cousins had like my cousin worked on a llama ranch and someone brought llama meat to cook and I wouldn't eat it.
I don't blame you. Okay, so I'm going to mix together about equal parts white and turquoise. And this is a new technique. So
which brush are you using?
Smallest brush. And what we're going to do is let me just show you guys. Okay. We're creating these stars, and there's a little bit more going on to these stars. And I'm calling...
That's why it's poison ivy and not venom ivy.
I'm going with... I call these 3-stage stars. It's a new term. Because we get to make things up as we go. So I'm mixing up... The only reason I added a little bit of white is the turquoise is just a little too dark. And what I'm going to start is, I'm just going to start right here. We're going to do like 3 different sizes of stars. We're going to do the big ones that have a little bit of some rays radiating out from them. And we're going to do some smaller ones that are just circles. And then we're just going to do some dots. So what I'm going to start with is like maybe, let's do like...
I'm using the brush end, it looks like.
Yeah, just the brush end. And I'm just dotting. The little cluster.
Has anyone seen Project Hail Mary yet? I read the book and I loved it. I haven't seen the movie yet though.
So, okay, real quick, before we get into this. For the bigger ones where we're going to do like the actual like glare, we want to go...
The sparkle, Paul. The sparkle.
The shine. We want to kind of go fairly big, like maybe like 3/8 of an inch in diameter or so.
Is that what you're making right now?
Mm-hmm. And but we only want to do like maybe 3. So I'd maybe do 2 on the side. Let's do 1 more right up here.
So you're just doing a little dab of clustery dots.
Yep. And I'm going to slide my canvas over. Actually, I'm going to zoom out. Easier. There we go. And let's do one like right here. I love doing this kind of stars. But it's one of those things where it's like you do too many and it gets like a little gratuitous. All right. So now let's do like maybe 5, about half this size. Same technique, just a little smaller. Okay. Now I'm going to take the same color. I'm just going to throw some little individual dots here and there. Don't put them over your clouds. You know what? I really want some pizza.
Well, let's see what we got out here. We got mod pizza.
Yeah, we don't have many options.
We've got...
It's kind of too late to worry about that. I just feel like we'll live with whatever we've got.
I've got crackers and pepperoni.
I mean, like it doesn't have to be. It doesn't even have to be pizza themed at this point.
I think this should be called Mount St. Hoth. And
Okay.
why is that? Is it because it's So white and snowy.
That works. Whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, I gotta start thinking in Star Wars. This week I gotta paint like Star Wars and an owl. Yet.
I'll order a case of wine. Okay, we're going to let those dry.
What's that?
Neighbors taking the garbage out.
No, it's not garbage night. It's Tuesday.
No, they're taking...
It's Monday.
Yeah, but
he's... taking it in.
No, he's taking garbage and putting it in his garbage can.
Oh, okay. We'll let him. He's really loud about that. You notice that?
I don't know that...
He's loud about all his garbage.
Have you heard yourself do the dishes?
You're supposed to do them.
I do, just so it's quieter. Okay. So next thing we want to do.
Back to May the 4th. Yes, you are.
What's that?
Daniel says, I'm circling back to May the 4th. We need to, because I have to plan this stuff.
I have been working on being better about doing the dishes.
We're not talking about dishes right now.
No, Daniel asked.
Oh. Yeah, right? Ask him that again.
So, will point out that I am not as good about doing the dishes as I should be. No, hold on. I am neurodivergent, so it's more difficult for me to remember and to identify that they need to be done because it's kind of out of sight, out of mind a lot.
Oh, I'll put it in your mind. I'll put it in your sight, too.
Okay, so that's really mean. I can't control that, but it's something I'm working on being better about. So
is this 1950? Yes, sometimes it feels that way, Daniel.
Dude, you literally are not listening. This is a point of contention.
For you.
No, it is.
What color did you mix here?
So I just used mostly yellow with a little bit of turquoise and a little bit of white.
Are you using number 4?
Number 8.
Mostly yellow with a little turquoise and white.
Turquoise
and white.
And I'm just kind of creating a different tree line.
It's kind of a celery color.
It is.
Actually, is this what you're using?
Yeah.
Mine needs like a little more turquoise and yellow.
And I don't want to get too much of this. This is just kind of a hint. So I'm just going to take some of my phthalo blue. And we'll put some, just some hints of bright yellow on this too. But I want to kind of soften this up. And so I'm just going to kind of dab. It looks so dark on the screen, but it's not. Oh, maybe it looks better on the YouTube feed.
So yeah, Paul, next month I think you should do
the dishes.
Yeah, no, you should do a Spirit Lake, or not Spirit Lake, Mount St. Helens, Spirit Lake, whatever you want. Like you already have that one, so all you'd have to do is repaint it because you never taught it live.
No, we did teach it.
No, not here.
Oh yeah,
we taught it at Hotel Vintage. I remember that because I remember I painted it.
For some reason though, it's really weird. Like we've tried to do Mount St. Helens paintings, and they just don't work in Portland.
It's a Washingtonian thing.
Well, it's like honestly, like Mount St. Helens is more of a Portland mountain than Seattle. Like it's the same distance from Portland as no, yeah. So the chorboard thing is yeah.
Do you want to know a very sad fact?
Wait, hold on. Mount St. Helens is about the same distance from Portland as Mount Hood is.
Really?
Yeah.
So this is what I was going to say. Sad fact. All my years, I grew up in Oregon, lived here my whole entire life. I've never once been to Mount St. Helens.
Well, I keep trying to get you to go.
Well, I always thought it was like a 5-hour drive from here.
Well, it is if there's ways you can go that are a 5-hour drive, but Hayden and I did it at one time.
What's the park that you go to that's like nearby?
Johnston Ridge.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
Mm-hmm. Make a chore board of things that need to be done in the house. That's right.
Yeah, we've tried that.
We have not really tried it.
Yeah.
But no, you're right, Corey. That's a great
No, this is not going good.
Funny seeing the mountains from a different viewpoint. From Astoria, Mount St. Helens looks like it's slanted. Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh, you're right. The wood from there. I don't know. Where in Astoria? You have to go up to the Astoria column to see Mount St. Helens from Astoria. It's been a golden age since I've been to Astoria, but it's one of my favorite places to go. Actually, I want to take Greta there really bad. Because Greta has never been.
Hayden and I went a few years ago.
Yeah. Right now, the best part of Mount St. Helens is closed due to the landslide a few years back. Johnston Ridge won't be accessible till at least 2027. Wow.
Yeah.
It's a long time.
All right, so we're just kind of creating this extra little band of trees, and I'm just kind of blending it out with some of the darker blue. But one of the things that we do, so it gets really like dense and intense in here really quick. And one of the things I like to do, and I think we'll come back and do it later, is we bring in a brighter blue, and that helps to soften it, but it also adds some depth in here. So it doesn't it's really bizarre. I don't know how to explain it. I'll show you the original. It's something I picked up on that Monet did a lot.
Monet does.
And it's this brighter blue.
I'm sure he's still painting.
Yeah, probably. That you bring into these darker areas, and it adds richness and depth without taking away from the idea that it's darker. You know what, Daniel? I did do the Astoria Megler Bridge.
Oh yeah, years ago.
It's actually in our laundry room.
Is it?
I'm gonna go grab it.
No, I'll go grab it.
No, I'll go grab it.
No, I'll go grab
I know where it is. I'll be right back. Jenny, keep talking. Keep tossing me under the bus.
No pressure.
It's all right.
Let's toss Paul into the brush.
You've already been enough.
Let's toss Paul into the bus.
Keep in mind, I still have my microphone
on. Dish doing. That bridge is really cool. The first time I went across it, I was a little bit terrified. And I always see TikToks about it, how terrifying it is. But, yeah, so what did you do in Astoria? Did you go to any shops, or you said you're not a tourist? Let's see. Third favorite? Oh, St. John's is beautiful. Yeah, I love the Newport Yakina Bridge and Astoria Megler.
Okay, yeah. I lied. I have no idea where it is.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out where
I saw it somewhere recently, though.
Okay. Maybe when you were going through all the paintings to find the one.
That could be.
That we had to teach the other night.
It wasn't a great painting.
Yeah, it's terrifying, that bridge. You remember the Astoria Megler Bridge is pretty terrifying to cross, right? So one thing I think is cool about Astoria, and I apologize for this, you not from Oregon, although maybe you like some Oregon info. There is the Phthalo Museum up there is a house that was built in the 1800s by, I can't remember his first name, last name Phthalo, and he was a bar pilot. He made his fortune by starting a bar pilot business where he figured out how to navigate through all the rocks and crazy currents where the mouth of the Columbia meets the ocean. Mm-hmm. And so he would charge boats to basically have them follow him through the channel that he discovered that was less turbulent.
Did you know that at one point in time,
otherwise they'd sink because there's all kinds of sunken ships through there.
When they first were exploring, so Daniel's got his privacy settings set up. Oh, Daniel is this here channel.
His name is This Here Channel, but maybe you're not seeing that. We just know him as Daniel because he's a personal friend.
Yeah. Astoria, when they were first exploring the West Coast, they had tagged as potentially being the New York of the West Coast. Are you listening?
They had tagged it as being what?
The New York of the West Coast.
Crazy!
But what the problem is they, because of the fact that the bar was so difficult to navigate, it was not a area that they could actually build a port to be able to support it.
Yeah.
So
Corey's from outside of the Dalles.
Very nice.
Yeah, one of my best friends from elementary school and middle school moved to the Dalles, and I used to go visit her when she was in high school, and I was in high school. It was fun.
Okay, stars time. Smallest brush.
Corey, do you see the comments from This Here Channel? That's Daniel. That's who we've been referring to as Daniel, but maybe if you're not seeing chats from This Here Channel, then we have to figure out what's not showing up.
Will you go ahead and click that button and just say allow?
Click what? Oh, okay. Allow.
Okay. So next step, I'm going to take my small brush and some yellow. And remember, we got these 3 bigger ones where we're going to do more of the big, crazy nativity type stars. So I'm just going to dab in some yellow. Dab quite a bit right in the middle here. Maybe I should zoom in.
Did you call them nativity stars?
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of what they are. Like, if I say that, people know what I mean.
The 3 wise men star.
Yeah, but we're going to throw those 3 wise men off and give them 3 to chase. All right.
Go this way. No, this way. No, go this way.
So I
Very fast. If something gets in your way, turn.
Healthy amount of yellow.
You seen that movie?
No.
Terrible.
Weird. Okay.
You must be set on private, Daniel, and then we just look like we're talking to some imaginary friend.
So I'm going to take this little dab of yellow that's there. I'm going to take my brush. I wiped it off. It's just the bristles. And I'm just going to drag a line straight up. Very lightly.
Just plain old yellow. It doesn't really show up super.
No, it doesn't need to.
So, Paul, that line was from the movie Better Off Dead. I did not know that.
Because I've only watched that movie a couple times, and you don't like to watch it because you watched it so many times growing up that you.
I know every line.
You're like, I don't want to watch that movie because I watched it so many times growing up.
I love that movie, but yes, I have watched it a lot.
Have you seen the memes about like being the family that had like 2 or 3 VHS movies, and those are the only movies you know?
Say that again? Sorry, I was reading something.
Have you seen that meme that's like you grew up in a household that only had like 2 movies on VHS and you know those movies inside out?
That was my family.
Yeah. Let's mix a little bit of yellow and white together.
Thank you. I was hoping for that.
Yeah, just about equal parts. Do the same thing, but it's about equal parts yellow and white. Like, I don't want this to be super light, but I do want it to show up.
Let's see.
Fresh dot.
Daniel says, I can see Corey, not sure why he'd be blocked. Weird.
Maybe you guys have encountered each other elsewhere.
Corey, my 2 sisters are in Portland and nieces. That's so cool, yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to
Small world.
Do it again. Let me zoom out.
What are you doing with the slider yellow? Just tracing
Same thing. No, not tracing. Just did the same process.
Okay.
And then I just put a fresh little dab of that color in the middle. It's kind of interesting because it shows up more in person than it looks like on... Oh, it shows up... This monitor on the left, it does not show up well on, but if you look at the YouTube monitor, it shows up fine. Same thing. Bunch of dabs. I'm going to just drag up. Do you remember that movie Dragnet with Dan Aykroyd?
Yeah, it's been a long time since I've seen that. It's old 80s
Wasn't
movies.
like Bobcat Goldthwait like he was like kind of the villain, but then he helped him and wasn't really.
He's so weird. Do you remember him in he was in Police Academy, I think.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
It could be.
No, that's what I'm thinking of.
Okay. Tom Hanks too.
Oh,
Tom Hanks too.
That's right. That was Dragnet. Was Tom Hanks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so fresh dabs of this yellow right in the middle of those. Let me zoom back out. This one looks really ugly over here. The first one I did.
Is it a happy accident or a sad accident?
I think it's a sad accident. There you go. This is going to be the granddaddy of all stars.
Yeah.
All right. So then I'm going to take this this lighter color and these other ones. I'm just going to throw these other
you should throw it.
Clusters. Just some little dots in the middle.
Christopher Plummer was the bad guy in Dragnet. Mortimer has it. He's saying all of his parts in this movie, unlike in Sound of Music. Interesting. Sound of Music is like, it's a neat movie, but also very deep and sad.
Well, it's about...
Yeah, World War II. Yeah, it was...
And did you know, like, when they filmed that, they didn't tell the town that they were putting up a bunch of Nazi flags?
Oh, shit.
And so it was still fresh enough.
That's terrible.
Still fresh enough in the minds of people that when they got up one morning and went into town, and it was like there were Nazi flags
awful.
Up, and people like they didn't think about it.
People
like
have PTSD.
Yeah, and it was not.
Jesus.
You know, and they had just put them up for like the one scene where like they tear the flags down, but people didn't know. And it's like, how do you alert people back then? It's not like you can send out an email. There was no like Facebook community group going, does anybody know why there's Nazi flags up flying?
And why does the HOA keep bothering me?
I always like it when people are like, does anybody know why there's a bunch of cops driving down the street? And there's always that one guy who's like, because they're doing their job. Okay.
The Facebook community groups are the best entertainment.
Kind of.
They're also kind of maddening.
Always like, there's a couple of vacant restaurants out in Newburgh, and people are like, let's have a town hall meeting and force Jamba Juice to open there. It's like, I don't think that's the way it works, guys. I don't think you get to
make Trader Joe's start.
I don't think you get to go into a community like a town hall meeting and just vote what business goes in. All right, sorry, people.
They might think that though.
Oh, I think they do think that. That's why. Okay, I'm being mean now.
Jamba Juice.
No, somebody was asking about Jamba Juice. Okay, now just a little bit of fresh white. Right in the middle. Right in the middle. Right in the middle of the smaller ones, too.
Do you think it's the best movie of all time, Daniel? I know that's not true. You do not think it's the best. Sound of Music.
No, you know what the best movie of all time is? I'm gonna say, according to the USC Film School, which is one of the which is probably the premier film school in the world.
Goonies.
No, but you're not far off.
Really? What is it?
Very close, almost the same year.
Okay.
Might
so
be
not far off by year.
Yeah, it's within a year.
But far off by the movie type. Okay, so
maybe not.
Like 84?
Maybe not. It would have been a year later.
85. Okay. Best movie of 85.
Schulden's List. I didn't even make that movie yet.
Let's see. 85. Best movie of all time.
There's actually a full term they dedicate to it at the USC Film School.
I don't know. I'm trying to get absolute complete blank.
So I'm doing some just random little white stars.
Is it something we've watched together?
Oh, many times.
Oh, God. Let's see.
And I will say it's a 3-film franchise.
From 85, 86.
85 was the first one.
Obviously not Star Wars.
No.
That's not the best movie of all time anyway.
No, I love Star Wars, and I'll be the first to admit that.
Indiana Jones.
Nope.
What is it? Back to the Future.
Yep.
Aww.
That's it.
I do love Back to the Future. I love Marty McFly. And
the USC Film School said it's the best written film
that's
ever made.
Very special. I do love that franchise so much. Although, the second and third one I could do without.
No, they don't talk about the second and third. They're just talking about the first.
The first one.
But they.
How do you know that, Daniel? You and Paul are like the same hive mind. You guys like know exactly the same shit. Do you like Back to the Future 3? Apparently, yes. I saw that one in the theater, and no, I do not like it.
Did you know that?
You like it? Yeah, I would. I don't know. Yeah, it's probably more memorable than the second one to me.
Did you know that Back to the Future 2 was Elijah Wood's first movie?
Was he like obviously a little kid in it?
Yeah.
Huh. Well, so what's your favorite movie franchise now as an adult? Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, I think so. No, it's still Star Wars. But I like the new.
Really?
Yeah. No, I don't know. Lord of the Rings is good too. And then there's Harry Potter.
I mean, I liked Harry Potter a lot, but it's not like I would put Lord of the Rings way above it.
This is gonna sound wrong, but Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones. Even though it doesn't count.
I've read the book and have not watched the show. But a lot of it was the period of time that the show was really popular. I was running my own business, and it was the business where I worked at night. It was bingo. I was teaching art classes at night. And I was super stressed out. It was all new to me, and I just felt like I know exactly what happens because I've read all the books. I don't need to see Ned Stark, his maker. I don't need to see...
You do, though.
So, yeah,
you do, though.
I would like to watch it now, but yeah.
Because I think Greta would like it. And now that, I mean, there's not the awkwardness of watching those types of things with our children now that they're older. I mean, we just watched Silence of the Lambs.
There's nothing awkward in Silence of the
Lambs. Well, the whole, the guy who swallowed his own tongue scene is kind of awkward. Migs.
Not really.
Yeah, it is. It is. But anyway, we're all old enough that we can deal with some of that type of stuff. Ed Sheeran makes a cameo.
In what?
In Game of Thrones.
What? Who does he play?
He plays a random soldier singing around the campfire. And,
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, no, it was like, yeah. No, I would say Lord of the Rings is probably my favorite franchise, but Star Wars is close. Yes, it was the video game shooting scene in the future. So in Back to the Future 2. Yeah.
Fun stuff. Yeah. I saw the third one in the movie theater somewhere, but
we're dragging now. We're starting to drag.
We can
Sorry.
sign it.
Okay, no, we got
done.
one more thing to do real quick.
No, we're done.
No, we're not. I'm gonna take a little bit of turquoise, a little bit of phthalo blue.
And what are you doing with this?
A little tiny bit of white. And I'm just going to... That's too much.
Oh, what is that?
Too dark. And it's too bright.
I'm not putting that on mine.
You don't have to.
I already did something down there anyway. It's different. Different than yours.
Go outside, nerd.
Outside, nerd. Go on, get.
Go on, get. Are you talking to me? That, you know what? I will say, I don't care if you like that show, hate that show, The Righteous Gemstones.
Pretty funny.
Doesn't matter. It may not even be funny. But that one line, go outside, nerd. It's got to be one of the best lines ever in any show.
Your new mountain is so much smaller than your original, I just noticed.
Yeah, it's not.
Bitty baby mountain.
It's not. It is.
It is. Mama mountain, baby mountain.
I like my new painting better. Okay.
You say that every time.
I have to.
Actually, I like the sky a lot better.
Yeah, the sky's better.
Mm-hmm.
And
I like the mountain in the original.
I like the mountain in the original. I mean, if you wanted to do the mountain in the original, all you'd have to do is use turquoise and white instead of just the white and just.
Mine is very galactic, but I'm gonna sign it because I don't want to do anything else to it.
Yeah.
Take that, nerd.
Go outside. Who do you think you're talking to? Go outside, nerd.
He's really good in Fallout.
You guys watched that without me.
We have only watched. We watched the first season. Started on the second. He's different, obviously very different than any of his other characters, but still like.
You know, he has my same hairline.
Walton Goggins. I think that's his name. Walton Goggins.
There we go.
The best trilogy is Revenge of the Nerds.
I mean, there's truth to that. Rest in peace.
So now that Timothy Busfield is being accused of SA, it makes it not that much. Was he in that? Oh. Yeah, that's wild.
Who?
Timothy Busfield. He's married to Melissa Gilbert. And he's been accused of, is that right? That's who I'm thinking of, right? Am I right, Daniel? That's the one? Reddish, strawberry blonde hair.
All right, we done. Let me move. Let's bring Jenny's in. I can feel it coming on the air tonight. Jenny, that is so you.
Yeah.
This is the most youest painting ever.
I copied what you did.
You did not.
Yes,
even
I did.
Remotely.
Yes, I did. It's the exact same painting.
No, not even close.
I only put the
Hold
pink
on,
in
let me
this
move
guy.
my original painting out of the way so you can see how different they are.
I only put the pink in the sky.
And in the foreground. Yours looks like an English garden in the foreground.
Yeah. Well, see, I was thinking I need to reflect some of the sky colors down there.
See, now...
Just for the balance of, you should have the color balance in a painting. If you have pink up in the sky, then...
Daniel just gave you... Yeah, so, yeah, it's true. It's the advantage of being the person who's not teaching.
Now you know how it feels,
I
bruh.
actually wish I hadn't gone back and done the turquoise instead of the white on my mountain.
So yeah, I just felt like if I had such a pink in the sky is really drawing
Pink
to the eye.
in the sky
So
keeps on burning.
I thought I need to put some in the lower part too, so it feels balanced. Now you can change yours up, huh?
No, I didn't like it.
Thank you, Marlene, Sydney, Daniel. Thank you
Corey.
so much. Thank you very much. No, I'm very happy with the way my clouds turned out.
There we go. I'm happy
My little column of cloud in the middle.
Yeah. That column of cloud in the middle is kind of harder than I thought it would be, but it's easier than it should be.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
And I also added I added a lot of turquoise in the sky from the very beginning. Then I added the pink, and then I tried to add some of that blackish blue that you have, and it just didn't work with mine.
No, you had too much other color going on in the sky.
Yours. No.
So I did this same painting.
Mine should be in Star Trek: The Next Generation. Okay.
Where's my other one? Where's my other one?
The long one?
Yeah, where'd it go? Oh, there it is. So this one's interesting because I did the same thing with the sky, with the stars, but I used a pink. And it's actually kind of interesting.
I liked that.
So I used purple.
With so stars have that reddish glow. It's like Sirius.
Yeah, so I used purple around them. And it's kind of funny because...
If you guys ever look at Sirius in the sky, it flashes all different colors.
But if you look at those, they actually look like they're burning through the canvas.
Yeah.
Versus...
I was pretty sure you had some twinkle lights in there.
Might have. All right.
I have a lot more little tiny itty bitty stars in mine too.
Yeah, the purples are fun. So sometimes, like when we teach, like when I developed...
Daniel says yours looks like something you'd see in the Hubble or James Webb telescope.
That makes sense. When I developed the original, I was limited to the colors that Jenny had on the palette while we were in the studio.
Well, we were teaching a live class.
Yeah. So that's where, like, then when I taught
the only thing we added on was the magenta tonight.
Yeah. So anyway, let's bring it back. Because eyes are hungry. Hello.
Yeah. Fun.
Yeah, it was good.
Fun. It was good. I actually really enjoyed painting that one.
Yeah, it was almost,
I like that kind of sky.
It's kind of a throwback.
How so?
Feels more like some of the older paintings we used to do in the studio.
Okay. So I guess we'll see you guys in a week for whatever I end up teaching or designing for May the 4th. I'm thinking Jabba the Hutt. I'm thinking Exogoth. Exogoth.
How much wine did you have tonight?
I have not had that much. Like, I remember the
You're
name.
Just tired. I get it.
I'm tired and hungry. And
I am hungry.
But it could change because I've also thought of doing a stormtrooper, and we'll see. We'll see what we end up with, but I will post it. For those of you guys who are tuning in and haven't learned this yet, we do have a Facebook group page. It's called Palette Knives Out, and it's a community page. Is it called Palette Knives Out Community or
something like that?
Yeah. And
You'll find it.
I think you have to request to join.
Yep.
That's where we post, like, a lot of times we can't get to emailing notifications for the upcoming live stream, but we can post on there really easy.
Spaceballs themed May the 4th.
That would be fun. Pizza the Hut.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can post on the Facebook group page right away. So that's where you would see like the earliest notification of what we have and a picture of the painting and all that.
I don't know why I have sunglasses on my hat, by the way.
Sunglasses?
I do. Okay. Let's kick us off.
Okay, we are going to log out and plan on seeing you guys next Monday. Those of you guys who can make it, from May the 4th. May the 4th be with you. And I hope you guys have a great week.
Yep.
Thank you so much always for joining us. And Dot Matrix and C3PO on a date. These are great ideas, Daniel. I'll consider them all. All right. We'll see you guys later.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.